Today's market can be very tricky. Even though I've been in the business for close to 20 years, this is a little different than any other time because of the money situation. So there are a lot of strategies that work, and basically everything works at some time, but not everything works at every time. And today we have some unique opportunities and some unique pitfalls, so that you need to know what to do. Now, I've always said that before you ever make an offer to a seller, you need to know what your exit strategy would be if you got the property. Here's strategy number one. What you could do is buy and wholesale it to another investor. It's a little difficult because in order to get your offers accepted, I usually put a 14-day close, and the banks do not want you to assign them. So it's a little tricky, and you're going to have to learn about how to do that. You should have a whole list of investors lined up so that you just call them as soon as you have the offer, even an acceptance, because there is a short period of time between the actual verbal acceptance and then all the paperwork is signed. So that's when you should be scrambling. Of course, beforehand, you should have a lot of investors lined up and know what they want, what areas they like, how much money they're looking to spend, and what their favorite kind of properties are. I have tried using, in order to get around the assignment clause, I've tried using some trust assignments with some success, but it is not perfect. My son Bill Bronchick, who is going to have a weekend wholesaling seminar here on August 8th and 9th, has suggested that we use LLCs and then assign the managing partner. Now, that's an interesting strategy, and I'm looking forward to spending the weekend and learning myself how he's going to do this, because it really is important to learn how to wholesale while the property is in escrow, so that you don't have to come up with any money on your own, because the person you wholesale to is the one who's going to come up with the deposit and the rest of the money, of course. Strategy number two is to buy and close using one of these one-day dough people. In our August seminar, we're going to have a seminar about that from Cam Dunlap. What he has is transactional funding, they call it. You have a buyer already in the wings who has put up the money in the second escrow, and it's like a smooth double escrow. And so you're going to close without your money, because he's going to be the next person who's is putting up the money, and they will fund, the transactional funding company will fund the first close for a day, so that as long as the money is already there. If the money is not there, they're not going to do it. Strategy number three is to buy, rehab, and sell it to an end user. There are a lot of buyers here. Don't think that because things are tight and unemployment is up that there aren't a lot of buyers, because there are. Interest rates are still low, and there are plenty of people who are looking to buy. I know people who have done this, and they say they're getting like 10 and 12 offers on a property, and they're even getting overbids. So the market is not dead for that, so don't be afraid of it. You have to do this. You have to buy it with a hard money lender, probably, or private money, or a partner, and then you're going to refinance either by yourself or with a partner, and then keep it, because in today's market there's amazing opportunities for cash flow, because a lot of properties are so low in price, and the ratio between rents and prices are at levels I've never seen in California. You could actually make some very serious positive cash flow, especially at the low end. So it's not out of the question to think about keeping some of these properties. People worry, well, what if it goes down further? If I'm making $400 a month CAC, do I care? I do not, because this is a long-term strategy. Or you could just do it for a while, lease option, and then fix these people's credit, and then cash them out, work on what their problems are. Because a lot of times, a lot of the people are not qualified to be able to do this without you. They need your help to be able to do that. The homeowner's dream has not disappeared and will never. Everybody wants to be a homeowner. It's just more difficult than it is today, so that you're going to have to help these people do it. And they will be very grateful. And you know what? It feels good to help people do it, even besides the money that you make. All of these strategies can work in today's market. I am trying different ones to see which one is the best, so I can develop like a cookie cutter approach. So there's one other strategy that we didn't talk about, is what I'm trying right now. I bought a property. I did not fix it. We just kind of cleaned it up a little bit, and we are holding an auction with an auction company. I've done this before very successfully. It's in an area where there are a lot of sales, and there are a lot of people, a lot of investors who want to buy these kind of properties because it's a minimal amount of repair and the cash flow will be really good. So we'll keep you updated as to which ones work the best, and maybe we'll just do some of them because not everything works all the time, but we're just kind of getting an idea about what works best. And once we get it handled, we're going to do one after another after another. This is an amazing time to get and make money. Do not be afraid. It is much less scary to me now than it was in 2005. That was scary. This is not scary. So go out there and make some offers.